Hello viewers, how are you? You're welcome to today's training. In today's training, I'm going to teach you how to create a Radial Bar Chart in Tableau. There are different types of Radial Bar charts, and the type of Radial Bar chart that is being created depends on your dataset. So in today, we're going to see how we can create this Radial Bar chart in Tableau. At times, some people call it the circular bar chart. I can see circular bar chart, circular bar chart. So we're going to see how to create a Radial Bar chart and how you can do that using Tableau to create a powerful visualization. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, my Instagram channel, my TikTok channel, and my Facebook channel. And also don't forget to follow me on all my social media channels. This is my dataset. So I want to see the monthly sales by month and by year. So my dataset is located in two different tables. One the date table, the other is the sales table. Now Tableau could not create a link between the two tables. So I'm going to do that manually. I'm going to do that manually. I'm going to use the date queue column in my date table, and I'm also going to use my other date key column, my sales table. So what I actually want to create is this. I want to be able to see the sales amount. Now this is the sales year from 2017 to 2021, and we click on that. I want to see it by month and by year. I want to see that by month and I want to see that by year. Now let's convert that to a discrete variable. Now, so I want to see that by month and by year. So for each month of the year, I want to see the sales amount. So the first thing we are going to do in creating a Radial Bar chart is to create a calculated table. This is index. So we're going to do that using the index function. Click on apply and OK. Having created an index function, drag and drop it on the row column, and let's change that to a discrete variable, a discrete field. Let's drag and drop the date field on a row shelf. Now the date field, I want the date field to be month by year. So you select month by year in the custom date dialog box. Then next I'm going to click on the index and say calculate by date. Now you can see I have up to 48 data sets. So next thing I need to create my angle. I'll call that calculated field angle. So that's an angle field. You created the angle field for each data set. Now I have up to 48 data sets, 48 dates now. So I have to divide that by 48. Click on OK. Now when I drag and drop there, you can see, let's change that to the discrete value. You can see 7.5, 7.5, 7.5. Now all my data sets are going to be on 1 point. So what am I going to do? I'm going to multiply that by the index. Times the index. Okay. Now, having done that, I'm going to convert that to a discrete variable. Now you can see I'm having 7.5, 1.5. So if the first data set is from this point to this point, the next will be from this point to this point, next will be from this point to this point. So the space in between each line of data set will be 7.5, 7.5, 7.5 different round. So I have to convert that to an angle. So let's edit that. Let's make use of the radian function in Tableau, the radians function in Tableau. Now you can see that we converted that to an angle. Now, having converted that to the next, we need to create a path. But to create a path, we need to duplicate our data set. So there are different ways to duplicate the data set. You have to create a union. There are different ways of creating a union. So this is the date data, drag and drop that, apply and OK. Now in Tableau will duplicate that particular data set. Tableau will duplicate that. Then the other way of creating a union, first and foremost, let's see the rows we have in that particular table. Now in this particular table we have 121 rows, 253. Now Tableau has already duplicated this. Initially it was 10,000 and something. Now here we have 121 rows, 253. Now the sales data. Now using the sales data, you have to drag and drop here. Now we've created a union with that. I'm going to change to duplicate that particular data set. And that will give us about 242,506 rows. The very moment Tableau duplicates the data set, the next thing we are going to create a path. Now we're going to create a path for it, the inner path, just as you've seen the radial chart has an inner part and has the outer part. So we are also going to create an inner radius and we're going to create an outer radius for that. Now you can see Tableau has already duplicated our data set to 242,506. So the next thing we need to do, we have to create another calculated field known as part order. So we call that a part order. Now in creating this part order, we have to use the case function of Excel. So it's a part order table name. We use the table name function as well. So when the table name was my first table, my first data set is gotten from here, the date table. So if the first table name is date underscore data, date underscore data, if that's my first table name, date underscore data, Tableau should return 0. Recall my data sets, my fields are gotten from two different tables. So I have to use from it's also gotten from the sales table. So when the table name is sales underscore the Tableau, then Tableau should also give me 0. Now otherwise, else Tableau should return 1. Then that ends there. Okay. Now the next thing we need to do, we have to convert this to a dimension field. Convert that to a dimension field and we drag and drop there. Now we've done that. So the next thing we are going to do, we're now going to create the inner radius and the outer radius. Because after creating the part order, So we're going to create the inner radius and the outer radius. Okay, now I hope we are not omitting anything. Inner radius, the inner radius. Now, okay, in creating the inner radius, since we are using a single value for that, we rather create a, we call that, we create a parameter for the inner radius. Then the outer radius. Outer radius. So we need to create another, we are going to use a case function, case part order. Part order when the part order is 0, then Tableau should return the inner radius. Otherwise, else Tableau should return the inner radius plus the fixed dataset, fixed function, the sum of that. We should return the which fixed, it should be dynamic. That ends the, so we, now this is the outer radius. Now we'll change that to a discrete variable. Let's create the x. Let's create the x. That's for the x point on the x axis. Now, what we need to do, we need to convert this to, we converted to discrete variable. We have to make use of the minimum value. Okay, now we've done that using the minimum value. And the next thing we need to create the x and the y. Now let's comment this x and the y will be this, the x will be this times the cost of angle. Um, then let's duplicate that to get a y as this. Now let's rename that and call that y and hit the enter key. That's the x, that's the x, and that's the y. Let's change that to discrete variable. So you can see the value of x and y. Let's edit the y. We call this sine of angle. The x is cos of angle, the y is the sine of angle. So we change that to a discrete value. Now you can see both of them are different. Now it's time to create a radar chart. So we drag and drop this on the x-axis and drag and drop this on the y-axis. Then the next thing we need to do, we have to bring in a date field and the part order. Then the date field we call we want to see our data sets, the sales by month by year. So we have to change that. Then we're going to compute this using the dates. Then the other one we're going to compute using the date as well. Then the next thing I'm going to try to connect the lines. We're going to try to connect the points together. Remember when we get a data set, just going to connect the points together. This gives us our Radial Bar Chart. Now you can see this a Radial Bar Chart. So if we want to see the sales value, we drag and drop that. That gives you the sales amount for the data set. So you can see the sales amount. Then if you want to filter, let's assume you want to filter, show filter, that's a filter by year. We want to filter also by month. Now we have the year filter and the month filter. We can decide to only filter 2018 and we can see the sales value for 2018. So that's how we filter. For instance, we can decide to see, okay, here is already selected. I could select only 2017 and 2017. First step in just seeing the month of September. But I can see I'm only interested in seeing the month of July. I want to see the month of July, August, the month of September, October, and so on. So you can continue that way. Let me do that. So that's how you can do for the vector set. Can filter more year by year. You click on this, click on this, click on this. So now you can see if or in we don't have a space in between this. They're all jam packed there and we have a space here. Why do we have the space? That can be explained by our data set. You can see our data set from July 2020 down to June 2021. We don't have any data set. So you can see that June 2020 from June 2020 the upward we don't have any data set for sales. Now also what I want to do now is this the part order. Let's go to the part order. Now we have to work the part order is make use of okay we have to work with the part order. Now let's edit this part order. Um sorry the inner radius. Okay, we have to now make it a 20,000. Let's assume we want to cover that 100,000 and click on OK. Now you can see it's still not giving us, but let's try an inner radius of 2. Um, let's try an inner radius of 100,000. Inner radius of 200,000. Okay. Okay, let's try an inner radius of 2 million. An inner radius of 200,000. Let's see. And it's giving us a little space. Okay, let's quickly do that without wasting much time. Let's make that 2 million and click on OK. Now you can see the circle there. You can see the circular bar chart. Also, we can see the circle there and we can see the circular bar chart. This is how to create a Radial bar chart in Tableau. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, to our Instagram channel, Facebook channel, and our TikTok channel. So that is how to create a circular bar chart in Tableau. So we can play with this. We can adjust it, adjust that, adjust it. Okay, don't forget to follow us on all our social media channel, on our Facebook channel and Instagram channel, our TikTok channel, and our Instagram channel.